Chosen ones, this is E from the inside out. The title of this video is Family Will Be Your Kryptonite. As a chosen one and an aware being, you know and realize, oh, it's a good topic. It's a good topic. You know your family is an extension of you. You know that you come from your mother and your father. You know that you are the future version of your mother and your father. And you know your parents are the past version of you. And you know that you have to learn about your parents and learn about their moves and their reasons and their whys and their mindsets and their emotions and their behaviors and their actions. And you have to learn from the situations that they have been through. You know that. And you also know that you are completely different. If you're a chosen one, you know that you are completely different than your parents, and you have always felt something was wrong about certain things that they do, say, move, act, hold grudges on, speak. And you know that you are very different from them in a lot of ways. Like, of course you took the good from your parents and like, okay, I do need to be more vocal about this. I do need to be more assertive about this. I do need to pay more attention to detail about this. But once you mastered all the good parts about your fucking parents and you refuse to do the bad, you're going to have problems with them. You're going to disagree. There's not too much more that they can teach you. You can only teach them, and you can only show them. And when it comes to family, I've been through so much with my fucking parents, bro. Like, and you get to a certain age and niggas are just going to be like, oh, well, it's your fault. So the one person that's been trying to hold the shit down, the one person that's been breaking generational curses, the one person that's not repeating the same fucking mistakes as everybody else. I'm not just out here doing for self. I'm not just out here looking out for me. I'm not out here not worried about the future generations. I'm not out here trying to be selfish. I'm out here trying to make sure everybody's good, everybody's straight, mindset on good, and not repeating the same curses. Making sure I'm listening to my parents, being a good kid, being a good child, being a good son, being a good cousin, being a good uncle, all of that. And then you take a step back, you get to a certain age, I get to 25, 26, and I realize, like, who has done for you like you've been doing for everyone else? And here comes the narcissist would say, oh, well, treat people how you want to be treated and do for other people. Always put people before yourself. That's what I got taught growing up. And I'm the only one who is dumb enough to listen to that shit. But also, that's part of me. That's part of my makeup. I love doing for other people. I love putting people before me. I love giving what I have. I love overgiving. But what you're not going to do is downplay me and disrespect me when all you have done was not reciprocate what I've given you. When all you have done is talk down on my name, talk bad about me, disrespect me, downplay me, and accuse me for shit that I didn't do, and give me credit for shit that I didn't do. Only pay attention to my flaws when there's not too many at all. When I could talk about your flaws all fucking day, but I don't. And you get super butthurt and have a fucking outbreak if I call out one. And my flaw, the things that I'm flawed about, has a lot to do with me reacting to your abuse. And now, since you know that other people don't know the full story, you know you can call me reacting a flaw, or like, oh, I'm being weird, you're acting crazy, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're talking about, you're being over dramatic. You can say that when people don't have the full story. But if people had the full story, they would know my outbreak or my reaction is 100% valid. When your shit is not valid. Your shit is from actually being disrespectful, actually being abusive, actually being narcissistic, not taking accountability, causing gray areas, causing confusion, having all types of chaos. You shifting the blame when everything that's happening is your fault. You're making shit harder for everybody. And you're trying to say I'm doing that by calling your ass out on bullshit. No, I've said my piece. I've called people out. I've said my piece. All that. And I'm looked at as the bad guy. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. Chosen ones, your family will be your kryptonite, because when you start to become a teenager and adult where you have your own voice and you could like defend yourself a little bit now, and you have some sort of safety to fucking talk your talk and walk your walk, because now you can defend yourself a little bit and you can't be forced into submission and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a part of the cult if you don't want to. And you calling shit out, you seeing that they be doing the same shit to the kids, like mentally, on a mental level, trying to fucking, you know what I'm saying? And you calling that shit out like, nah. I've been the one that been through the whole shit, because when y'all abuse kids, especially the black fucking community, when y'all abuse your kids retaliate. Your daughters become whores. Your sons become overly feminine. Overly like damn near a woman. Or your sons become overly masculine. Gangster, hard as hell. When all they wanted to do was be heard. All they wanted to do was be nurtured. All they wanted to do was be listened to since a child. And then you want to blame them. You want to talk down on them. Or why is he so fruity? Why is he gay? I wanted kids. I wanted grandkids and all that. You didn't even set them up mentally for them not to come out. For them to have that internal chaos in them like that. You didn't even set them up mentally, spiritually, or physically to even be able to do that. Your daughter is a whore. You ruined her as a mother, and she probably was touched on or sexually abused, because you as a mother are horrible, and you allowed that to happen to your child, because you are a narcissist and you emotionally neglected your kid, and you didn't give her armor. You didn't give her anything to protect herself, because if she can protect herself from abusers, she could have protected herself from you, and you wanted to be able to manipulate her. That goes for the same things for your sons. These mothers are emasculating their sons. Why are you only talking about mothers? Because women have the most power, especially on the spiritual level. And I'm more powerful than most of these fucking stupid ass, dumb ass women. And I'm sick of this shit, bro. These mothers, I'm sick of this shit. Especially in the black community, I'm sick of this shit. I see this shit going on every fucking day. Y'all, black women are having children and not having a father in the life. And then they are controlling and manipulating and turning their kids inside out. They're turning their kids out. Emasculating their sons. Sons is overly soft, overly emotional. They show any sort of masculinity. Who you talking to like that? Don't be talking to me like that. Then their son come out as gay. And then, oh yeah, he was born like that. That's normal. Fuck no. All of these kids being that way is not normal. This is the first time in history there's been this many GAY boys and girls. First time in history. It has to do with the vaccines as babies. It has to do with the chemicals in the water. It has to do with the microplastics. The men have the lowest testosterone ever in history. The women have the highest testosterone ever in history. And they have too much estrogen, which turns in, it cancels out each other and turns into more testosterone, causing them to be more masculine. Everything is flipped and inverted. I'm not saying I hate people. I'm not saying this and that. I'm just saying what I see. I see the obvious. Shit is not natural. Shit is imbalanced and out of order. You should not be having this many single children. You should not have this many women raising a child by themselves. A woman cannot turn a man into a man. He will become a feminine man or a feminine. That's it. The GAY dudes are very similar to females. The GAY dudes are very similar to thugs and just overly hard ass. Oh yeah, what's up? Where you from? Like, that's they're doing that to overcompensate. They are very insecure. They are very emotional. They are very traumatized. They are very scarred. And the shit that they had to deal with as a child, especially from their mother, the one person that they look to is God, the one person that they look to be on their side and that they look to for safety, that mother abused them, used them, manipulated them, traumatized them, beat them for no reason, and did not care about them emotionally at all. And now you have those dudes that are experiencing trauma from their mother going out being overly hard, overly this, overly that, taking it out on women, hitting women, beating women, RAP, women, because of the lack of accountability and responsibility of his mother. And his same mother is, that same mom is being accepted and celebrated by the black women in the black community. The same mom that be having GAY best friends, lesbian best friends, be doing stuff with their lesbian best friends, claiming they're straight and still having kids. Claiming all the feminist stuff, don't like men, don't respect men, a man can't do nothing for me. But why are you having a child by a man if a man can't do nothing for you? If you don't want to listen to a man, you don't want to follow a man, you don't want to do none of that with a man, you don't like men, first of all, why do you have a child? Because all of that trauma and all that stigma, you're going to force that upon your child, which is going to cause a reaction because it's not natural. You guys are spiritually raping your children. Even if it's not happening on a physical level, you guys are spiritually and mentally raping your children. I grew up in the black community. I didn't grow up in the hood, but all of my family is from the hood. All of my family's from the hood. I know the black community to a T. Because I know myself to a T. I know my parents to a T. I know my uncles, aunties, cousins. I know everybody to a T. And even if I don't know everything, I know enough. I see this shit. And everybody wants to call me crazy, make me out to be the bad guy, make me look crazy, say I don't know what I'm talking about. I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. It is not the white man's fault. If we were these gods and we was all powerful and all this, I'm not saying that my family knows this type of knowledge. I'm just talking about the black community in general and black women claiming to be goddesses and Mother Earth and Mother Nature, all that shit. Okay. If y'all claim to be goddesses and Mother Nature, Mother Earth and all this other shit, why are y'all accepting this degeneracy in the black community? Why are y'all propagating this? Why is it cool to have all of these single mothers out here? Why is it cool for black women to act like black men? Why is it cool for black women to be masculine? Why is it cool for black women to emasculate their sons? I don't play that shit at all. Why is it cool to constantly sleep with women? Why is it cool to have multiple partners? Why is it cool to allow your daughter to be a thought? Why is it cool to allow your daughters to have babies when they don't know who the father is? Why is it cool to allow your daughters to have multiple abortions? Why is it cool to have your children growing up too quick? Why are you talking about bills and money to children? Why are you talking about adult responsibilities to children? Stop worrying about what white people are doing. I can talk about white people too. Yeah, they be doing some fucked up shit for sure. Yeah, Mexicans be on some fucked up racist ass shit for sure. Yeah, Asians are to be stealing hella shit from the black community and racist as fuck. Damn, they just got into an accident. That's tough. Yeah. It can be up for everybody. But I don't have time to be up on everybody right now. Asians be stealing hella shit. Be trying to be all cool with the black people in the black crowd, but subservient to the fucking white man. They want to learn how to act black. They want to learn how to cook black, learn how to dress black, learn how to do black, but then subservient to the white man. And at the end of the day, they'll act like your friend as a black person. They'll be super cool. They learn your lingo and your language and all that. Soon as it's time to be white, they're white. Soon as it's time to talk bad on a black person, they are silent. Oh, so I just showed you my whole deck of cards? Are you just gonna be silent on me like that? You ain't gonna have my back? What happened? I thought we was cool. Oh, bro, it was just, it's what you were doing, it wasn't right. Or it's like, they just have the little, you just gotta listen to them, man. It's nothing I can do about it. What? All right. But yeah, every community for sure is up. You know what I'm saying? But the number one community that needs to be up for is black people. I am in the black community. My family's heavy in the black community. We're connected to a whole bunch of the center core of the black community. Me and my family are connected to that. I have a black business that is father and son on whatever, but my dad started this shit back in the day and I asked him to bring it back 2021. And we are very known in the black community. And my dad was very known back then without social media and any of that. He was in the news, talked to the mayor, was delivering to the set of Nickelodeon and all types of shit. He was doing it. But then my mom's got sick. We had to stop it, whatever. But all I'm saying is your family is going to be your kryptonite. When I start off a video, I might be kind of like, chill, kind of mellowed out. But throughout the video, I'm going to warm up and shit going to start firing up. Black men. Get away from your family, bro. I'm not saying don't go over there, don't go to them for birthdays and parties and anniversaries and cookouts and Christmas, Thanksgiving, Memorial Day, 4th of July. Love your family, bro. Go see your family, go check on your family, but get the fuck away from them though. The black community is I thought the white community was the number one thing against chosen ones. I think the black community is just as bad, if not worse. You know why it's worse? Because a lot of chosen ones are black, believe it or not. A lot of starseeds are black. And what happens in a black household when you don't listen? You get treated like a slave, bro. Your parents act like a slave master. You're getting your ass beat. You're getting everything taken away from you. You're getting your damn voice taken away. You getting damn narcissistic abuse. All your chakras are gonna be closed. Your third eye gonna be closed. Your pineal gland gonna be shot and calcified. All types of shit. The black community is the number one detriment to the chosen ones. And they know, black people, when they see me and they look into my eyes, they can say whatever they want about me on the outside. They can say whatever they want, cool, whatever. Oh, you silver spoon, you grew up in the suburbs, you don't know what it's like being from the hood, you don't know this, you don't know that, you don't know nothing. Cool. But as soon as they have a conversation with me and they really like, you know what I'm saying? They know I don't play, bro. They know I'm very serious about everything that I say and what I do and what I talk. And they know that I'm speaking a lot of truth. They know that for sure. But, yeah, you know. Black men, get away from your fucking family. Black women, bro. I'm very disappointed in y'all, bro. Even the chosen starseed black women right now, y'all are being very silent. The most people I see trying to wake people up are black men and black men that are waking up. Black dudes that are waking up, really out here trying to. There's too many silent black women. And black women are afraid of black women. Right? Black men are not afraid to speak their truth because they're caring about other black men. Black women are afraid to speak their truth because of other black women. So my advice for black women is going to come later down the line, because you know for a fact you don't listen to a man, you don't look for guidance for a man, you don't love a man, you don't need anything from a man, they can't do shit for you, and you hate men. And on top of that, if a man tries to help you or fix you or whatever, you're going to reject him and call him lame, boring, stupid, dumb. You're going to try to manipulate him, and you're going to literally reject him. So there's no solution for you black women right now. There's no solution. You don't want it. You don't want to change. You want to be around your friends. You want to go on girls' trips with all girls. You want to go out to the club with all girls. You dating multiple dudes. You're not looking to be a mother. You're not looking to be a wife. You're not looking for none of that. You don't want a solution. So I'm going to try to help black men, all chosen ones, all starseeds. There definitely can be chosen ones and starseeds in other races and ethnicities. I'm not saying it's only black, but I'm saying majority is black, because chosen ones and starseeds are born through a whole bunch of trauma and a whole bunch of generational curses that they had to be aware of and that they had to break. And the type of shit that black boys have to go through, even when we deal with our black fathers, because black fathers are going to, there's one thing about not listening to your mom when she's really on some bullshit retarded shit, but then you have the black father that's going to back your mom and whoop your ass and beat you up because you're not listening to your mom when she's on some actual retarded ass bullshit. There's no win. It's the hardest position. It's like living life on fucking expert mode, nigga, when you are a black boy. You have an automatic stigma, automatic image. You got an automatic this. Now you got to deal with narcissistic ass parents. You got to deal with an emotionally manipulative ass mother. And you got to deal with an emotionally absent ass father. Nobody hears you. You're forced to believe certain things, and you're forced to act a certain way. You're forced to get your voice stripped away from you. You're forced to. They want you to stick up for yourself and stand up for yourself on the outside world, and you'll get in trouble and whoop for that if you don't. But then when you come home, they want you to be completely silent, not have a say so, not have a word. It's all types of fucking backwards. You feel me? And I broke out the matrix. I broke out the loop. This has nothing to do with growing up in a hood, and this has nothing to do with growing up in the suburbs. Because niggas be like, oh, well, you grew up in the suburbs, that's why you have that mindset. No, nigga, no. Bro, these black kids are weird as hell in these suburbs right now. It didn't used to be that bad, let's say 5 to 8 years ago. It wasn't that bad. But a lot of what I'm seeing in the suburbs now, I'm like, what happened, bro? These black dudes are literally, it's like Get Out. Like, they have white souls. Like, they have racist white souls, bro. For real. They have no soul. Like I don't know how to explain it. But black dudes. Even for black women. I would say black women should get away from their family too, but bro, y'all are so tied in to the toxic mindset of black womanhood that you need to stay around your family. You need to stay around those black women, because you don't need to be going out here poisoning the mind of other men and poisoning the mind of other women. Y'all out here destroying good men, and y'all get a kick out of that. Y'all don't even know what an angel is. Y'all don't know what a God-sent man is. Y'all can't even recognize it. Y'all will ruin him, which will then, he will be toxic to other black women, and then now we have this cycle. You guys need to stop being, black women need to stop being so tied into black womanhood and their black mothers and all this other shit. Y'all need to stop with that bullshit, because there's too much bullshit that goes on. I can't be tied in with something where you have all this bullshit and gray elephants going on, because that's a horrible foundation. That's the same foundation as slavery and colonization and racist shit. That's the same foundation. You got all of you being toxic to your men. There's no protection for black boys out here. And a lot of y'all are forcing them to be soft and feminine and pushing the rainbow stuff on them and all that. You're forcing that stuff on them and in front of their face. And you're forcing, oh, well, girls can be this, and girls can be strong and masculine and don't rely on a man for nothing. Like, you guys' mindset is so toxic that you need to stay near your people and near your black women and all that. You need to stay far away from normal people, normal society. You need to stay near y'all peoples, because that is just ridiculous out here, bro. Y'all messing up the game for everybody. Feel me? Y'all messing up the game. It's hard to decipher the good people. It's hard to build on a foundation when you have women out of sync, women out of line. What do I mean by out of line? Out of line from their feminine. You have women trying to be masculine. You have women trying to be men. A woman can never be a man. A woman needs to be a woman. A woman needs to submit to a man who is submittable to. But y'all not even doing that. Y'all will literally play in a man who you need to submit to. Y'all literally play in his face and downplay him and disrespect him. Oh, that nigga ain't shit. You ain't know nothing. Y'all be silent. Y'all see him doing good. Y'all see he has accomplishments, all that. Y'all see him doing good, whatever. Oh, he ain't doing all. That's not all that. He think he all that. He got that, but he's cool though. He's all right. Y'all wonder. It's crazy out here, bro. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. And I know what black women should be and should act like, because I'm an ancestor. I know what black women should be and act like. I know. In a way, I see majority of black women acting today and promoting Sexy Red and Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and hookup culture and twerking and all that shit. Black women used to be the beauty standard. Black women used to teach other women how to be a woman. I don't want nobody learning from y'all right now, bro. I don't even want to be associated with you or your image. You used to be the epitome of what it meant to be a woman, of what it meant to be a wife, of what it meant to take care of your seed and your family and your community and your village. Black women used to be the standard. And now y'all, I'm gonna get up off this thing. Your family is your biggest kryptonite, chosen one. Get away from them, oh God.